Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be making an Italian dish that some of you might know, might be very familiar with. Now here goes. Hope I got my Italian proper here. Braciola. I probably butchered that up anyway. But basically what it is very thin cuts of steak or pork that are stuffed with a breadcrumb and cheese filling. They are rolled up and usually tied, although you can use toothpicks if you don't have butcher's twine, which I don't. And they are simmered in some type of tomato sauce. Now, an Americanized version of these is to do them in beef gravy. And I can tell you, having made them both ways, for me, it doesn't really matter. They're enjoyable both ways. Now, there was a store in Pennsylvania that I used to buy these ready-made, but they just called them steak rolls. And they had bread filling, but doing some research, come to find out that the original Italian versions of this did not use any type of bread. They just used bread crumbs. So, anywho, I'm starting with very thin cuts of steak. This is actually an excellent meal to use with cheaper cuts of meat, ones that are considered like, bottom cuts of meat, like bottom round steak, for example. And if they are the least a little bit tough, you can use a tenderizer and thin them out some more, because you need to be able to roll the meat up. But anywho, so keep that in mind. If you have any thinner steaks or thinner cuts of meat laying around, you can make this meal. And it makes quite a bit, actually. I'm going to show you. Anywho, so first step is to season the steaks with salt and pepper, front and back. And the reason for that is so that the natural juices come up to the top quickly, because these meats need to be pan-seared in some olive oil before sauce is added, and they simmer. So let me finish these three, and I'll open this other pack, and I will finish doing this to those steaks as well. Alright, so here is my filling, my cheese mixture for the Braciole. Alright, we have a half teaspoon of salt, we have quarter teaspoon pepper, a cup of grated Parmesan. Well, I use my Italian style cheese blend. For a half cup of grated provolone, which I didn't have, I used a cup of mozzarella. I shredded it with my grater. And I have a half cup of Italian breadcrumbs in here, a half teaspoon of garlic powder. Now, I don't have any more basil, so instead I used cilantro, and I used some oregano, and I used roughly a teaspoon of each. Like I said, made a little bit of substitution with what I had, but that is the mixture. And as always, the full recipe will be on cards at the beginning of the video. So you can, stop the video, screenshot, or write it down if you're interested in saving it. Alright, so next we're going to be actually filling these steak rolls. And I'm going to be showing you how to do that. Alright, these are 2 pieces of steak. I'm going to carefully, no feisty, carefully spread some of the filling right here on this one. I'll put a little bit right there. And all I'm going to do is start rolling the meat up. think of a jelly roll or one of those pumpkin rolls, for example. Well, it's the same principle. You're just rolling it up. Now, the authentic recipes call for the butcher's twine, and I do not have butcher's twine. I have not had butcher's twine in many years. So, in a pinch, all you need to do is use some toothpicks to secure the bottoms so the filling does not come out when it is simmering. Alright, like so. I'm pinching this end, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm putting it through, and then down, back through, to hold that section closed so the meat can simmer in a pot of sauce and the filling won't come out. And I'm just going to repeat that with this piece. I'm pretty much going to do it with all the pieces of meat. Again, just roll it tightly and just think of rolling a jelly roll. And if you have the butcher's twine, you would simply pinch the ends and wrap the string around. But, as I said, I do not have that, so I'm going to be using toothpicks, and I'm going to secure it. Okay. With the toothpick so the filling does not come out. And alrighty, and I'm just going to finish the rest of them up, get them all ready to be pan seared really quick. Alright, in this pot I have 5 tablespoons of olive oil, and all I am doing is quickly browning each side, searing it basically, each steak roll for braciole. And once they are all done, I will be adding my pasta sauce. So I added my pasta sauce. Let me see. I forgot what it is. Chunky roasted garlic and herb. It wasn't quite 4 cups, but that'll be enough. As this meat simmers, all you have to do is baste it. Now, for example, because that one piece of meat right there is a little thicker than the rest, I'm probably going to be basting and simmering this for probably at least a good 2.5 hours. I think it just tastes so much better when you leave it based for several hours and just let it simmer on low and really bring out the flavor of the meat and the filling. Now, what am I going to make with it? Well, I do have some garlic bread here, which has been in the refrigerator, and this is going to be absolutely perfect. I can put that in my toaster oven, and that'll be a great accompaniment to the braciole. And I have a salad mix here, garden mix I believe it is, and some tomatoes in it, so I'm going to be whipping up a little salad and chilling that. And that all together should make for a yummy and delicious meal. So I'm going to let this do what it needs to do, and I'll be checking on it periodically. And that is finished Braciole. Hey, I think I got the hang of saying that now. That is garlic bread, which I actually received from Food Pantry several days ago from my bigger Food Pantry haul. And there's the salad mix. So actually getting ready to put some ranch dressing on. And that's the sauce. As I said, it's a delicious meal, not hard to make. And if you're ever wondering what to do with some cheaper cuts of meat, consider tenderizing them and making some braciole for yourself. Alright guys, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Please hit that bell for all so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Take care. I will see you all on my next one. Good night guys. Bye.